Next guest, please help me welcome Olivia Honsey. Olivia brings both expertise and heart to the RE/MAX Unites team. With a bachelor's degree in real estate and property management, she's well-versed in the ins and outs of the industry, from market trends to the finer details of every transaction. Having just been through buying her first home in the same year as getting married and having a baby and starting her real estate career, Olivia can understand what you need, what you're going through, and what you don't even know you need yet. She loves meeting new people and guiding families from all walks of life, dedicated to making the home buying and selling process as smooth and stress-free as possible. Olivia's goal isn't just to close deals, but to advocate for each of her clients every step of the way. She's been through it, so she understands the stress that you're going through. Please help me welcome Olivia. So excited to have you here and have you part of this and talking about the whole new name and everything.
Excited to be here.
So from your perspective, how did the RE/MAX Unites name come about?
Well, we had a couple options and I think we all really liked Unites, I think for several reasons, but I think the word unites says a lot about what we do in our jobs, but also us as a team. Mm-hmm. Like, you're uniting people to a home, which is such a big step in people's lives. But also I think as a team, we unite with our community, we unite with each other. And I think it just is a big testament to kind of what we do, like in our personal and our work life. Right.
What we do every day and uniting the people to the community, because many people are moving here too. We've had people relocating here and things like that as well. So yeah. So when you first heard the name, when we did the vote and came up with that was going to be the name, what did it mean to you personally?
Yeah. Personally, I feel like, well, I mean, as a team, we unite with, different groups, and I know you're like the 100 Women Who Care and the chamber groups and that kind of thing. But personally, uniting somebody to, like you said, not just a house, but to a community. I had to move I grew up not in Freeport, but around here, but then I moved to Wisconsin and I had to unite myself with a new community. And I know what that means. And it's hard. So I think just being a person who can help in that process and someone who understands what it means to relocate, and not even, doesn't have to be relocating, but personally, that's what I had to do.
But even moving across town or even moving to another town is still relocating, because you're, learning new areas, new people. You don't know your neighbors even yet.
Yes.
And schools and where to church and gym and everything. So it is really just learning all of that.
Yeah. And being like somebody who's a local expert in the area who can help you unite with a gym, with a church, which are things that mean a lot to me. And I know how important community is, because sometimes it can feel lonely if you don't have community and you don't have something to unite with. So.
Right. Absolutely. Yep. You need people around you. We all need people around us in our lives and supporting us and being part of us. So how would you describe the team culture to someone who's never met us or worked with us?
Crazy.
That's an accurate statement.
I think
we're realtors, we're all a little crazy, right?
Yes. I think realtors in general just have kind of a bad rap that we make all this money, and I can promise you that's not the case. You really have to love what you do and put in a lot of work to even make a little bit of money. But I think I love our team so much because we know we have a good balance of work and play. We know when it's time to, put your head down and work hard. But I mean, Albert goes on how many trips a year? And I think that's just such a good role model that work isn't everything and you can't take the money with you to the grave. So why not enjoy it? So definitely just spending a lot of time in your personal life and enjoying the things that you're doing, because why make the money if you can't spend it on things that you love to do every day? So
absolutely. There's got to be a reason why. Everything comes back to the reason why. And we're not going to write on your tombstone, she sold 1 million homes.
Right.
She was the best realtor. That's not going to go on the tombstone. I'm sorry to tell you right now. We're not putting that on there. So
I even think that just shows a lot in our social media and yes, we post about real estate, but we also post about our personal lives and, our families and things that we do that are silly and fun and what church we go to and the things we're involved in. And that stuff is what's more important at the end of the day than selling a house. And I think people see that too. And they want to work with our team because they can see that we're just real people that are just living life.
Right. And really care. And it really matters. And like Olivia, when she started working out, she's always, if you don't follow her already, you'll be amazed. But she started working out fairly quickly after having Mavis, after having her little girl. And, and she's like, it was hard to get back into that routine. Right. And, but then she started documenting that and showing that, look, even after having a baby and, I'm getting back out there and doing this. And then you left and felt so much better and, just felt alive again, felt human again, because you can kind of get isolated, like you were talking about, especially living in a new area and things like that. So
I think just in the industry too, like I can't imagine not being on a team, like being an individual agent. I feel like you don't have anyone to vent to, you don't have anyone to help you. Like you're just kind of out there on your own. So just being a part of a team, but our team especially I wouldn't have been able to get married, have a baby and move if I didn't have this team. So very grateful for that.
Yeah. And we're grateful. It's amazing. So, and it's been interesting too, because one of the things we talked about was, as we said at the beginning, you went to school and got your degree in real estate and property management, and then got into real estate and went, wait a minute.
Yep. I actually just had a friend send me a video and it was like, how to know you can start real estate. And it was like, how many square feet or in a mile or an acre. How many? Yeah. I'm like, yep, that's all we learned in school pretty much. And then you get thrown out to the wolves and it's like, oh, this is nothing like we learned.
Right. And they show you the contract, but they didn't tell you how to fill it in.
Yeah.
Or they told you about types of loans or types of financing or, appraisal and things like that. But they didn't tell you what's going to happen when all those things go wrong.
Yes. And yeah, it was definitely good to have like a general knowledge of real estate, but you can't possibly learn everything because every transaction's so different. So you can't learn all that in a school. It's just not possible. And how to talk to people too. And just, I'm learning every single day. That's for sure. Nowhere near learned it all. Right.
And none of us have. That's part of the joy of real estate though, is that we're always learning and always something new and always something different. So
absolutely.
So, and we've probably kind of talked about some of this, because what's one of the things that you would say has been really important that you've learned working alongside the team?
Just one thing.
I know that's it. It's like
wow. I've learned so many things. It's hard to pick just one, but I would say, I think the most beneficial thing I've learned is that it's okay to make mistakes. Because I think it's really easy to get hard on yourself if you mess up or don't do things right, but that's why you have a team. And that's why you have someone like Abra who's there to help you pick up the pieces if things kind of fall apart and get messed up. I think just taking things day by day and don't try and plan too far ahead, because it's just not going to work.
Right.
Things are constantly changing. So I think just having grace with yourself is one of the biggest things I've learned.
Yep, absolutely. And like I said, because every deal is different, no matter whether it's the same exact house, it's still a different client, different type of financing, different scenario, all of that stuff. So yeah.
I would say second to that is just how important it is to, I kind of touched on earlier, but how important it is to get involved. Like Abra knows the best burger, the best ice cream place, and like the best coffee shop or whatever, like those kind of things people do want to know. And so it's so important that you can become the local expert, because it's not just learning the contracts, but learning the communities that you're working in, because people need to know, and honestly, like what is the best thing and where's the best area to live. So,
right. I remember somebody asking me one time when they relocated here, like, I don't even know where to go to the dry cleaner. Like, I'm just like, I don't even, Vanessa and I were even just talking about earlier. She's like, I don't even know somebody who like does hem or seamstress or, anything like that.
Absolutely.
And it's like, who do you know that I can call? And so it is so helpful, even just having those resources to who do you pick up the phone and call? So, yep. So what excites you about where RE/MAX Unites is headed and where we're going with this new name and the new brand?
What excites me most about the new Unites name is, well, for Abra, I mean, I think it's a big step for you and I know when I first met you, you said you never wanted to do this. So I think that's exciting, just getting to work alongside Abra, who we all know has worked really hard to be where she is today. So just seeing her step into that new role is really exciting. And our new partnerships that we're going to do with Voices, and just we can kind of take what we already have as a group and kind of make it more of our own and do things that we really are passionate about and help different communities and groups that we're passionate about.
Yeah, absolutely. And that gives us, the opportunity to have more say in what we do and where our money goes and where we focus on and what community partners we can unite and what nonprofits we can unite. And, we've got one that we're announcing for a year and we hope to then expand that into other organizations. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, so excited. So thank you. This is awesome. Hopefully it went easier than you thought it was going to. See, when you start putting cameras and mics in front of people, they just go,
it's the bright light. It's like blinding.
Thank you. This is wonderful.
Thank you.